Hey there, welcome back to Garfin's creation. Today let's make some healthy paneer and corn momos. These momos are made using multigrain atta, but I'll be telling you how to use other flours as well. We'll also be making the spicy Momo Chutney to go along with these momos. All the ingredients and the full recipe is mentioned in the description box below. So let's get started with the recipe. So here today I'll be using this multigrain atta. This is 1.5 cup of multigrain atta. And in place of this, you can substitute it with Maida or even whole wheat flour. Now I just added half a teaspoon of salt and we'll just mix both of the ingredients together. Once mixed well, I'll just be using room temperature water and knead this into a soft dough. Add the water gradually and keep kneading till you get a semi-soft dough. There's no need of adding any oil into this. So if you are craving for momos and want it to be healthy, do try this recipe with this multigrain atta and you will surely like it. So once the dough is come together, we'll knead this for about 3 to 4 minutes. And the dough is nice, semi-soft, and we need to rest this for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So while the dough is resting, let's make the filling for the momos. So here are all the ingredients. So here I'll be using 1 veg Maggie cube. In place of this, you can also add half a teaspoon of aromat powder. So here I have taken 75 grams of paneer, which is crumbled, and that comes to about 3/4 of a cup. Next I have also taken some corn, which is crushed. This is 1/3 of a cup. You can also use half a cup of fresh corns. Then there is finely chopped ginger, chilies and garlic. 2 medium-sized onions finely chopped. 2 cups of finely chopped cabbage. Half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper powder. I've used a vegetable chopper to cut all the veggies. Now let's stir fry these veggies. So I just added 2 teaspoons of oil in a pan. You need to keep the filling as dry as possible. So I've not added much oil now. Once the oil is hot enough, I'll be adding the ginger, chili and the garlic. We will just fry the ginger, garlic and the chilies for about a minute. For all the spices used in this recipe, they can be adjusted as per your preference. Now once this is just fried for about a minute, I'll be adding the onions into it. We do not have to cook the onions too for a very long time. Just a minute is enough. We just have to reduce the moisture from these veggies. Once this is done, we'll be adding the finely chopped cabbage. If you prefer, you can also add finely chopped carrot and French beans too. You can add them along with the cabbage. Next, I've added the pepper powder, salt and the veg Maggie cube. Give this all a good mix. All this while I'll be cooking it on high flame and I'll be just cooking this cabbage for about 1 or 2 minutes. Don't let the cabbage too get soft and soggy. We have to retain the crunchiness of the veggies. As you keep stirring this, you will notice that the filling starts getting dried a bit. Then I'll be adding the paneer and the corn. The paneer and the corn need not be cooked too much, so I'll be adding it at the end. After adding the paneer and corn, just mix it once more for about a minute and then our filling will be ready. If you do not have a chopper, you can just crush the corn in a mixer grinder too. Keep stirring this till it's completely dry. So this is done and now we'll let it cool. If you prefer, you can add in grated cheese into it once it is completely cold. While the filling gets cooled down, let's make the Momo Chutney now. For the Momo Chutney, here I've taken 2 large tomatoes, 5 to 6 large cloves of garlic. Here I've taken 4 spicy chilies. You can also add in more here, some salt and sugar. So into a pan, I just added 1/4 cup of water, garlic and the red chilies, and I've just chopped the tomatoes roughly. We need to cook this till the tomatoes gets nice and soft and mushy. And by then the water too will get reduced. For a more brighter red chutney, you can add in some Kashmiri red chilies as well. You can also increase the spice level of this by adding in more of these red chilies. This chutney will be mildly spiced as it can be eaten by kids as well. So I have used just 4 red chilies. Once the tomatoes are fully cooked, we can just cool down the mixture and then grind it into a mixer grinder. Do not make a very fine paste. Keep it a little bit coarse. You can have this Momo Chutney directly now. But to increase the shelf life of it, we will just fry this in a little bit of oil. So I've just heated a pan and added a teaspoon of oil. Once the oil is hot enough, just add in the chutney which we had just ground. Now I'll be adding the salt and a pinch of sugar. Now we'll cook this chutney on medium flame for about 2 to 3 minutes. This Momo chutney is so delicious that besides Momo, you can have it with any other snacks as well. So I've not added any extra water while grinding or even while frying it here. So after stirring this for about 2 minutes, our Momo chutney is ready. So now lastly, it's time to make the momos. The dough is set. I'll just knead this for about a minute. The dough has become a little more softer. We need to make small pedas out of this now. Just take a little and make small balls of it and just flatten it a bit. We'll make all this like that and keep it ready so it becomes easier to roll out. If you want all your momos to be perfectly in size, you can also weigh it, and this would be around 12 grams of each. Another way of getting it all of the same size is just scoop a tablespoon of the atta and make these round balls and keep them ready. Now once this is ready, we just have to roll them into round circles. I'll be using some flour and just be rolling this out thinly. You can roll this as thin as possible and keep the size about 9 cm in diameter. Now to seal the momos well, we'll just be applying a little water all around the edges. Using little water on my fingers, I'll just dab the edges so that we can stick it well. So here our filling dough is cooled down and you can see that it's nice and dry. I'll be just adding 2 teaspoons of it into the center of the circle, and then we'll be just folding both the edges together. Like how we would make gujiyas or nevris. Seal it well by pinching it nicely so that none of the filling comes out. Today we'll be making a very simple shape of the momos. So if you have the mini gujiya mold, you can use that also and get it to this shape till here. Once this is shaped like that, I'll be just making 2 pleats on one side of the momos and pinch it well once again. And then just turn it around and make 2 more pleats on the opposite sides as well. So with this, a very easy and stylish momo is ready. This design is really very simple to make, so you can make it faster and you can make a larger quantity of these momos. So now let's make once more. I'll be just rolling this roughly into a round large circle. You can roll it as thin as possible. And you can check out the thickness over here. This time I'm just using one katori. This katori too is almost 9 cm in diameter. After cutting it with that, the edges get a little bit thick, so I'll just roll it once more very lightly on the edges. This way you will just get perfect round circles every time by using a katori as a cutter. Now I'll just dab the edges with some water and add in 2 teaspoons of the filling in the center. Once again, I'll be doing the same design of the momos. However, you can make any design of your choice. And as for the filling, I have not added any cheese here, but you can definitely add in some grated cheese or mozzarella cheese once the filling is cold enough. So you see, by using multigrain atta or whole wheat atta too, you can easily make these momos. So if you're health conscious and want to avoid the maida, just add in these flours and you can make these healthy momos at home too. So you can have these guilt-free momos anytime and in any quantity. And you can also definitely add it to your kids' tiffin box along with the chutney. These are definitely very healthy as we'll be steaming them too. Once the momos are shaped, I'll be just bending the edges a little bit to give a little curled shape. This will make it look a little more prettier, and this is completely optional. Now you need to prepare all the momos and keep it ready in the same way. This tray of momo I'll be using at a later day, so I'll be freezing it. Keep this whole tray like that in the freezer for about 3 to 4 hours. So I'll also be steaming some now. On a steamer plate, I'll be just greasing it with some oil to prevent the momos from sticking once they are steamed. If you want to avoid greasing it, just use a butter paper. Add in the momos and arrange them a little at a distance. Don't keep them too very close as they would stick to each other once they are steamed. In my steamer vessel, I've kept some water boiling for the last 5 minutes. And now we'll just put these momo trays directly into the hot steamer. Now we'll just steam this momos as we would steam any other snacks. And we'll steam this for about 12 minutes on medium flame. So it's 12 minutes now, and let's check our momos. The momos are steamed well and you can serve them directly. If you prefer, you can also deep fry these momos instead of steaming it. So now you can serve these steamed momos along with the red spicy hot chutney. Don't go away, I still have to show you how to store the momos and use them at a later date. So let's break one of the momos and see how it looks from inside too. There's nothing like freshly homemade momos, and these are also very healthy. So you can have them as much as you want without any guilt. So this momo tray was in the freezer for about 3 to 4 hours. They should freeze and become hard rock like this so that you can store it for a future date. By doing so, they will not stick to each other when you keep them back into the freezer. So here I am filling them into small individual bags. So fill in the bags as much as you would require for a single use. Whenever you want to use these momos, if you want to steam them, let them come to room temperature and steam them. If you want to deep fry them, you can use it directly out of the freezer. So here I am just sealing it. You can also use a stapler and seal the bags. Put this back into the freezer and use it at any time later. So I hope you all like this very delicious and healthy momo recipe along with the chutney recipe too. Do try this recipe and leave your comments below. Thanks for watching once more, and I'll see you soon in the next video too. Till then, take care and bye-bye.